Hello everyone. Today we will start a new series of geography where I discuss about the core concept of geographical phenomena. So let's start. Sir Gilbert Walker has discovered southern oscillation where he find the connection between eastern and western side of Pacific Ocean. So this is western side, western Pacific, and this is Eastern Pacific. The read- the reading is done in Pacific Ocean at Darwin and in Eastern Pacific at Tahiti, where he find where he find that when there is rise in pressure in Eastern Pacific Ocean, there is simultaneously decrease in pressure in Western Pacific Ocean. So so this is high pressure region and this is low pressure region. As water surface are dragged away as water surface dragged away from the Eastern Pacific Ocean to Western Pacific Ocean, so it developed trade wind and the water get piled at so piled at Australia region. Okay, and here is upwelling. In Eastern Pacific Ocean, there is upwelling due to the surface water are dragged away due to trade wind. The- So upwelling is as water surface are dragged away deeper and colder water rises to the surface to replace them. Like let's understand, this is high pressure region and this is low pressure region. So so here is water are dragged away. When the surface of water are dragged away by trade wind, the colder air, the colder water rises to the surface with with nutrient rich minerals, and it develop fishing ground at Peru. So let's understand southern oscillation. So Gilbert Walker had discovered east-west circulation. It is also called Walker circulation. So it developed connection between surface pressure reading on the eastern and western side of Pacific Ocean. When there when there is rise in pressure in the eastern Pacific is usually accompanied by fall in the pressure in the western Pacific and vice versa. So this pattern is called seesaw pattern. So seesaw pattern. So it can develop east to west pressure gradient like high pressure to low pressure. It develop trade wind. Enhance the trade wind over equatorial Pacific region. So this is southern oscillation. In the pressure in eastern Pacific region with accompanied by the fall in pressure in Western Pacific region. So it is called Southern Oscillation, El Nino. So for unknown reason, we don't know reason, the southern oscillation swing into opposite direction. Means in southern oscillation, this is western and eastern. So when the pressure rises in eastern Pacific region, simultaneously decrease in decrease in pressure in western Pacific region. Okay, but but this phenomena get reversed due to unknown reason, due to unknown due to unknown reason. So so during El Nino, here is decrease in pressure, and in western Pacific increase in pressure. The piled up water get back to eastern Pacific region and get accumulated at eastern Pacific region. So this El Nino phenomena occur every year during month of November and December. And last for many months. Eastern Pacific Ocean, the upwelling is not happen. Due to this due to this increase in temperature, due to this increase in temperature, high rainfall. Here in Tahiti in Australian region, drought drought occur. Indian monsoon disrupt disrupt. So this become low pressure region and this become high pressure region. So the El Nino usually happen at the El Nino usually happen at Peru, and here Australian region, Australia and Indonesia. So now let's understand El Nino impact. The impact of El Nino. So damaging rainfall in south western United States, जो यूनाइटेड स्टेट है, यहाँ पे यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश होगा। फिर स्ट्राइक ऑस्ट्रेलियन रीजन में सूखा, ऑस्ट्रेलियन रीजन में सूखा आ जाएगा, ड्राउट आ जाएगा, बहुत ज़्यादा तूफान है। सो ईस्टर्न पैसिफिक ओशन में आएगा। क्यों आएगा? क्योंकि यहाँ इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर, लो प्रेशर रीजन है, वहाँ रोज बारिश होंगी। द ईस्टर्न पैसिफिक ओशन बिकम द हाई ट्रॉ ऑफ रेनफॉल। rainfall due to low pressure region. Trough means the amount of water vapor get evaporated heavily. So the last impact is South Asian monsoon, which is Indian monsoon failed to develop. During El Nino, there is weekly monsoon in Indian or develop weekly. So El Nino impact our Indian monsoon. यहाँ high pressure region है. The air sink here. That's why South Indian monsoon failed to develop. Due to high pressure region, air sink. That's why South Indian monsoon failed to develop or develop quickly. Now we will study La Nina. In some year, trade wind intensify. जो ट्रेड विंड है इंटेंसिफाई हो जाता है, रिजल्ट इन स्ट्रॉन्गर अपवेलिंग देन यूजुअल एज अ रिजल्ट. लाइक देखो साउदर्न ऑसिलेशन में क्या था, वेस्टर्न पैसिफिक, ईस्टर्न पैसिफिक. Increase in pressure, decrease in pressure. So here is high pressure region and here is low pressure region. Due to high pressure region, the trade wind flow from high pressure to low pressure region. So this is the normal phenomena. But in La Nina, in a trade wind intensify due to higher pressure gradient. Due to which trade wind become intensified and the upwelling in high pressure region become stronger. So here is the thing. In some year trade wind intensify resulting in stronger upwelling than usual. Sea surface temperature will be even colder than normal. यही है ना, कोल्डर हो जाता है इसीलिए. ये है लानिना में जो सरफेस है वो कोल्डर हो जाता है, इसीलिए बहुत ज़्यादा हाई प्रेशर रीजन बन जाता है, जिसकी वजह से ज़्यादा ट्रेड विंड होता है, और हमारा अपवेलिंग है सो काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाता है. ओके, सो द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ लानिना एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट टू एल निनो इफेक्ट. सही है ना, कि जो एल निनो में जो इफेक्ट था, इम्पैक्ट था, उसके एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट होगा लानिना में. जैसे कि इंडियन मानसून जो है वो ज़्यादा अच्छे से डेवलप होगा लानिना ईयर में. सो इन लानिना ईयर इंडियन मानसून become stronger. So Eastern Pacific Ocean become more drier than usual. Heavy rainfall in Australian and Indonesian region. So thank you.